Hey YouTube, got another knife review for you today. This is straight out of Maniago, Italy. Alright, this is the Fox Knives FX-117 Cobal Titan knife. Yeah, it's got quite a long name. It's also got quite a high price. It goes for around anywhere from 160 to even up into 175. Fox knives are kind of hard to get here. I got this from A2Z-knives.com. They're probably sold out of them already. You can also check the Fox USA website, but the price will be higher. Alright, and this knife is not for everyone, so don't panic. I get a lot of requests for more high-end production knives. There's a lot of crazy collectors out there, so this is going to be one of them. I'll have more budget knives in the future, as always. Alright, now the handle scales on this, G10. Alright, now the reason that this is called the Cobal Titan, the Titan actually refers to titanium. This has a composite blade. Now you might have seen composite blades on like the Kershaw Tirade and the Junkyard Dog. But this is interesting because instead of two types of steel, basically the spine half of the blade is actually titanium. Alright, and then the edge half of the blade is actually the Austrian stainless steel N690Co, which is actually a very high quality Austrian stainless steel that's used a lot by Fox Knives. And actually Spyderco, I think, has a few smaller knives that are using it too. Alright, so it's called the Cobal Titan. The Titan is for the titanium, and the Cobal actually refers to cobalt vanadium steel. Cobalt vanadium. That is the N690Co steel. Alright, and here's a close-up look at the knife. Alright, you see it is semi-open construction with a textured spacer right there. Oh, if you hear birds, yeah, there's a crow going crazy outside. You know, deal with it. Here's the ambidextrous thumb studs. Alright, now this texturing, you see there's wide grooves in between raised squares, and then the squares themselves have crosshatch or brickwork texturing. That's what they call their turtle shell pattern. Right, lanyard hole there. The pocket clip comes set up right side, tip up carry. Can be adjusted to left side, so it's basically a two-position pocket clip. The thumb studs are fairly easy to get at. You see there's a good amount of space in between. The pivot and opening is super smooth. Fairly big pivot screw there. The blade itself is a less pointed type of drop point, right? So it gives you less of a real point, but more of a belly. Close up of the composite blade. You see it has a swedge right there. And you see this? It's a textured thumb ramp right there. That is a secondary lock. And the secondary lock is actually the same one used by Columbia River Knife and Tool. It is their LAWKS system. I guess they pay money. Fox pays them to be able to use that because they refer to it as LAWKS on their website. So it is the exact same system. Push it. It's manual. You just push it up. And what that does is it inserts a piece of metal which prevents you cannot disengage the liner. Well, that's there. Alright, you see the liner does have texture, and they even have texture on that there. Alright, so it is kind of a very unconventional knife. Now you might say, why did they put the titanium? It actually reduces the overall weight of the knife by 20%. Alright, so it saves on weight, and it also makes it more flexible against lateral stress. Alright, so that is the practical use of that. Now the design of this is more a European style knife, kind of similar to some of the Extrema ratio knives. What I mean by that is it's very square and very boxy. You see that there. And also, it's less pointed. A lot of the European folders I've seen, like from Extrema ratio, they're almost like more like sharpened pry bars. They're not really very stabby. So If it looks weird, you know, that's the style over there. And that's not necessarily what I prefer, but I thought this was just an excellent piece as far as, you know, it's just, I mean, it's innovative. I've never seen a part titanium and then a high quality steel in the same blade. All right, so it's very interesting. All right, so it is kind of an unusual knife. All right, and I like a change of pace like this. I know people are going to leave comments, that knife looks weird. You know, I think that's pretty much what I've been saying, all right? For some reason, people leave comments and they agree with you, but they write the comment and it sounds like they're having a huge argument when they're actually agreeing. Now, the blade length on this knife, it's about 3 3/4 inches. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as far as like a tactical folder. It's not really the type that I prefer. All right, but as I said, it's just a very interesting knife, and I have a lot of knives from FX. FX Knives is a very high quality company. They're tied with Spyderco as my favorite production knife company. All right, so there's a closer look at this Nighthawk Cobal Titan. I just want to get this review out there because I know there's people who might have seen that at a store or something and, you know, just like, wow, what is that about? Well, now you know. As I said, these are very hard to find in America. Okay, so if you are a collector and you do see one for a good price, you might want to jump on it because there's probably, if a store has this in stock in the USA, they probably only have 1 or 2. Right, so that's a heads up for you. Hope you enjoyed the video, getting a closer look at this unique blade. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out of here, dudes. Peace out.